Morning, everybody. Today also we continue to discuss the role of the Hon'ble Supreme Court in directing the Speaker of Telangana Assembly to take a decision within 3 months from the date of judgment with regard to disqualification of the 10 defected MLAs who have defected from BRS party to Congress party. In my considered opinion, Honorable Court should not interfere with legislative work. The job of the Speaker in deciding the disqualification of the defected members is defined as legislative procedure under Article 211. As such, courts should not interfere with this process. Whether that anti-defection law is right or not, it is a different matter. I dealt with in the previous video. I told you that the 52nd Amendment itself was unconstitutional and illegal. That violated the rights of the governor also. That is altogether different. But to me it appears when the Honorable Court imposed deadlines to the President herself, Her Excellency, it is but natural courts will impose deadlines to the Speaker also. The President of India also has posed 14 questions to the Supreme Court under Article 143 for clarification and advice. I am afraid it appears from the attitude of the Supreme Court that it may affirm its right to impose deadlines to the President and the governors. On the face of it, it appears to be correct to right-thinking people. They are right-thinking people, but they are not constitutionally knowledgeable. If one has the constitutional knowledge, if one has the knowledge of the basic tenets of democracy, anybody would say that what the Honorable Court did was not in the democratic or constitutional spirit. It appears it has come to a culminating point in the domination game between the legislative, executive and the judiciary. In my considered opinion, legislative and the executive is combined into one President of India, because President of India is elected by both houses of Parliament and all the MLAs in India. So President of India is the sovereign power of India in my opinion. Some people say neither the Parliament is supreme nor the President of India is supreme, only the Constitution is supreme. We are bound by the Constitution and nobody else. Please understand, whoever says this means that he does not want to be controlled by any human agency. He wants to be uncontrollable, unaccountable. Please think for a while how the Constitution controls anybody without human intervention. And moreover, it is none other than the President alone who takes oath under Article 60 to preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of India and the law, and to devote his life, his or her life, for the welfare and service of the people of India. Such a valuable oath is not prescribed for anybody in India, including judiciary. Everybody has to be abide by the Constitution of India and honor the sovereignty. Unfortunately, India is not being run in accordance with the Constitution or even by a design. It is going by default. Might is right. This is not proper way to run a country. Having enacted the best constitution in the world, thanks to Dr. Ambedkar and his team. But we have sullied it on the same scale. We have ignored it altogether. And whatever we are doing in India today, in the social, political, and economic front, is not in accordance with the constitution and what is stated in it. That is the reason for all these troubles. Indian constitution is like a highway for motor vehicles, and it is like a railway for trains. But unfortunately, Indian leaders have derailed the system and took the administration off the road, and they themselves are facing troubles, and they are taking the people into troubles. Neither the driver is happy nor the people sitting in it. That is what is happening. Under these circumstances, whatever is done by whomever to mitigate the troubles of the citizens is seen as the sanctum sanctorum, as a god, as a temple, etc. That is the way we are looking at the Hon'ble Supreme Court as a troubleshooter. If constitutional prescription is followed, such a need would not arise to rush to the courts and for the courts to save you. Such a situation would not arise if you follow proper constitution. Now we are seeing whoever have come to power are resorting to retribution on their opposition parties to gain majority and to gain power. They are wooing the people with freebies and notes to votes. And to gain so much of money, these leaders themselves are turning into criminals and land grabbers, amassing huge wealth through corruption and illegal methods to spend in elections and come to power. So it has a cascading effect. Day by day, votes are becoming very costly. Apart from this, they are promising to distribute the government funds in the name of social welfare. Bureaucracy does not respond to the citizens' voice. The police may harass the complainant instead of the accused at the behest of some leaders. Total bureaucracy is serving the leaders and not the citizens. States are fighting among themselves on water issues or whatever, on language issues, etc. States are fighting with the center. Chief ministers are affronting the prime minister. I don't want to name, you know the histories, how prime minister was insulted in several states. This is all happening only because we are going off-road, off the constitution. In terms of the constitution, a person having majority in the assembly should not become chief minister. A person with majority in Lok Sabha would not become prime minister. Such a situation, such a condition is there in Pakistan constitution under Article 91 and 130. Such provisions are not there in India. Indian system is so simple and the best. It is that people elect MLAs, people elect Lok Sabha members, all the MLAs elect the Rajya Sabha members. All these three groups are called electoral college. They elect the President of India under Article 55 without issuing any whip. He should form his government at the center under Article 74, 75, 77, etc. He appoints governors under Article 155 who will be executive power of the states under Article 154. They form the governments in the states under Article 163, 164 and 167. Under Article 53, President of India is the executive power of the Union. Under Article 154, Governor is the executive power of the state. And they take oath, governors and president take oath to preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of India and the law, and to devote themselves for the service and well-being of the people of India. Such a great promise, oath of office, is not given to anybody under the Constitution. If this takes place, this is an umbrella model. The person holding the umbrella is the President of India. That is the central government, and the spokes hanging around in the umbrella are the state governments, and the top cover, which covers everything, is the Constitution of India, and the people who safely travel under the umbrella are the people of India. Unfortunately, this umbrella is broken. Everybody is suffering, including the leaders, without realizing what the Constitution said, what is the constitutional intent. This has happened in 1950 when the Constitution was adopted. A President of India should have been elected. Was elected, of course, Babu Rajendra Prasad as a compromising candidate of the Congress party. None others have contested from the Congress party. Congress party saw that he won. With that gratitude, he remained in the Raj Bhavan and signed and stamped whatever was sent to him by the Prime Minister and earned the toffee that President of India is a rubber stamp. Unfortunately, the same system is continuing till date. Now, the Supreme Court has given direction to the Speaker of Telangana to take a decision within 3 months from the date of judgment of the Hon'ble Supreme Court. This many people are eulogizing as the greatest judgment from the Hon'ble Supreme Court. But this arose because of a wrong understanding of our political system, our politicians, that majority is necessary to become Chief Minister and rule the state. As I explained, but that is not the truth. Majority has nothing to do with formation of government in the states. Government is formed by the governor of that state. He should not have majority in the assembly, he and his ministers, and that will be an ideal democracy like that of the United States of America. If legislative and executive both become one another, it is not democracy at all. When we said President of India has no power whatsoever except obliging to the advisors of the Council of Ministers, that means there is no executive in India. Without executive, how there can be democracy? There should be legislative wing and also the executive wing. So since 1950, please understand that India remained undemocratic. If the same system is continued, leaders will nurture animosity against one another. They are imprisoning one another. They are financially destroying one another, and ultimately it leads to physically eliminating each other. This is the kind of system which was prevalent in monarchies. But having written such a beautiful constitution, the best in the world, the largest in the world, and forming a democracy, still we are following the monarchical procedures, which is dangerous to the leaders and the people as well. I request you to kindly subscribe, share and comment on my videos, and you may post any of your doubts in the comments and I will be glad to reply to them. Thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you.